Crib Talk Live episode. All right. Well, reaction. And today, excuse, it's the weekend. People on vacation and some other people are visiting. So we got my neighbors. Unfortunately, it's apartments, so my neighbors upstairs think they got some kids or something like that. So if it get a little noisy, you hear like a bunch of like boom booming in the background. We're gonna try to keep the noise to a minimum, but you might hear that, so just excuse the noise. But today we got a good one. So I'm not sure if y'all aware of the 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 topic of black fatigue. Pretty much black fatigue is a bunch of white folks are pretty much tired of like the culture of the angry black person, or the the playing the victim, and pretty much always blaming the ones who blame pretty much white people for all their problems. So that has to do a lot with the black fatigue, the way that act, the attitudes, all the way down to the culture itself. But that's not even the problem. The problem is that now they creating these whites only places and towns and stuff where they trying to just keep their people in, and it's backfiring on them. Surprisingly, it's backfiring, and you'd be surprised with no seasoning what your food will taste like. Just gonna put that out there. But no, we're gonna check out this video today. It says white folks turn on each other over whites only town. So before we get started, make sure y'all go ahead and hit that like button for more videos, and excuse the noise as you hear, and share the video, like, subscribe to the channel. I know what to do, man. Let's tap in and see what they talking about.
That's my old bill.
It's crazy because uh, you would think that what you are trying to get, you would be satisfied. But I'm pretty sure everybody don't feel the same way. Even if you was like, oh yeah, way against it, it's gonna be different than your normal day to day if you're born in America in your normal day to day society. So it's probably gonna backfire tremendously because it's taking you out of your social norm.
That are moving to their strange little Girl Five village in Arkansas or Missouri or where the fuck ever, it's all the same shit. Let them go. That's what I say. Let them the fuck go. Like, who fucking cares? I know a lot of white people right now are crashing out. When I say that, I mean the liberals who are worried about the racist aspects of this. Yeah, they're horrible people, though. Like, if they want to self-segregate, let them. Like, see ya. I mean, they're going to have garden hoses attached to, like, rainwater buckets, and they're going to bathe themselves in, like, bye. Like, these are weirdos. Like, who cares? Not to mention, yeah, they're racist, so please, yes, find a way out. I mean, I've been trying to figure out how we can get rid of them in our communities as it is. This is great. They're doing it themselves at their own expense. Perfect. And I will say for that one creator on here,
I feel as though everybody has the right to, in some sense, respectfully live the life that you choose, as long as it doesn't affect other people and their values. Like he said, who cares? You know what I mean? What they do. I don't go to those places, no way. And that wouldn't exist in my normal day-to-day reality. So it don't affect me. Like, it's not a big deal. If that's what you choose to do, that's how you choose to feel, then I feel as though you should have a place to where you can feel and choose that and be in your space, and nobody has to be around that and see you and deal with you. So in a sense, it's good to have that because we don't want to deal with you no way.
That is going around talking about, oh, we would really love it if black people did the same thing, created functioning, financially strong communities. Bitch, do you know American history? There are 45 million examples of how the second that black people did that and had thriving communities, they were razed to the ground.
Tore it down.
I mean, I went to college in Oklahoma. Tulsa race riots? Oh, what?
We about to get into it today. Not only did they tear it down. A lot of us went to the wars and fought for a country that it says in the Constitution was created equal, but we had no. There's only two people that signed the Constitution, and these were British. One of them was from Britain. You know what I'm saying? So these are Britain people, and they come in here to colonize America, and they made the Constitution, which, like I said, we wasn't a part of. But we not only did we fight the wars, help build the country, make all the inventions, but been dealing with the burden of helping ever since. And I think that's the main issue is that you feel as though you have a nerve to be upset and you could talk about all your black fatigue, da, 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 but it's been white fatigue since the very start. So we can go back before slavery. But I'm not saying that to start a debate about things that were the past and that we didn't go through in the future in our generations, but it's still a reflection of you and your people. You know what I'm saying? And it stems from, it's called systemic racism. It might not be exactly direct to you, right, per se, but it's passed down. And this is on both sides. I think black people are just as racist as anybody else. They talk about other races just as anybody else. And other cultures are the same way. Indians, they don't like certain, you know what I'm saying? Asians, it's never ending. Everybody has their own rift, their own way of doing things, but we all are the same in a lot of ways. We just a little different. But when it comes to black and white politics, the history was is bad because it was a lot of bloodshed over nothing, over something simple as a color. That's the real issue. It wasn't like we treated some people bad, and I could see it being a real justifiable reason. That's the issue, and then they don't want to accept that reality. Like, yeah, we just was, um, they represent the pig, the devil. You know what I mean? The swine, the dirt of the earth. I'm not saying all of them, I'm just saying those particular people. So I don't think they want to take the accountability fact. They want to take that out the table, like it happened back then. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But you're talking about a group that did things to people for no reason, no reason. And to be honest, if you ever met black people like back in the day or anywhere you go, there's some of the these are my black people. You don't know. You must not be around a lot of black people because black people are some of the nicest, friendliest, helpfulest people you could ever meet, the realest, the most authenticest people you could ever meet, the most authenticest people you can ever meet. We, a lot of us wear our heart on our sleeve because we suffer through the most pain from society, from being the underbelly, the end at the bottom of the barrel, and having to not only deal with racism, deal with minimum wage, low income housing. You got to deal with just survival every day in your own community because the suffering spreads like a wildfire from person to person. It don't just touch one person. It's going to touch this person. It's going to touch that person. It's going to touch everybody who's in that community is suffering the same thing because we all fit the same narrative in the eyes of society and how they try to label it after we didn't put in all the work for society, have nothing to show for it, have nothing of our own. That's the real issue. Everybody else has something of their own. They got their own banks, they got their own system, they got their own currency, we have nothing of our own. It's like we gotta be somebody's bitch all the time. And that's the fucking problem. Excuse my language. But we want to be real with it. We got to be all the way 1,000 with it. That's the issue. We have nothing of our own. Then when we make something and have something of our own, two things happen. Either we come up too much, do too good, and they strip it from us, they take it all back, or our own people, niggas, will fuck it up because we Always the ego. Somebody wants to be bigger than the other. It can't never be enough room at the top. Somebody always got to be just the person in charge. And we battle amongst each other. So we know we don't do good business amongst each other. That's why we shop in Asian products and shop in all these different foreign countries products and get those shipped here. We buy other people's products because when we produce, we always trying to lowball. That's something that we have to acknowledge from our people. We always trying to get over, get free credit, get something. You know what I'm saying, for the low. Like I have my own business, and if I got a set price, right, for the service, anywhere else I go, I get what I'm asking. Plus, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing it like I'm doing it on the low end because for my service, a lot of people could charge you way more, and with poor quality work, I'm giving you the best service and I'm charging you a fair price. You know what I'm saying? But if I was to do that with people that I know, my brothers and sisters that you know what I'm saying, some people I grew up with, if I tell them the price, here they come, oh, you think you can give me a discount, you give me this, you can hook me up. It's never respected. My hustle is never respected what you do. People don't honor that. And our people are not as consistent with things. And I can't say that on every level. It's a lot of successful, very successful black folks, black people in general, business owners, all type of stuff. Heart surgery doc is very successful. Judges, look, I'm talking about all the way around. In Congress, all that. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the ones who are at the bottom of the barrel, but they're making no changes to try to get out of the barrel. You get me? They're comfortable with the barrel. They want to try to put you in there with them so y'all can roll around together and you know what I'm saying? So these type of people are the ones that's poisonous to the society. But this doesn't represent the mass majority of us. I feel as though we need to have some culture. We need to have some respect for ourselves. We have culture, but you see our culture is the trash culture. They gave us the twerking, they gave us the drug dealing, they gave us the rapping, they gave us the shooting, the killing, they gave us the playing basketball, playing football, they gave us the drinking, drunk on the corner, leaning on the corner. They gave us that's our culture. That's the culture that they gave us. And we sit up here and boast like we proud of that. You know what I'm saying? They gave us we could be loud, we outside. Ain't nobody gonna tell me no, we outside. That's the best we can do. Then we ain't doing shit. We ain't doing nothing, man. You might as well say you cooning because you back this doing exactly what the system was designed for you to do. And that's fail. You don't make your ancestors proud. Looking back at our history, it's like we so much work, so much we had to do just to make a wave, to have any say so, a name, anything. And we quick to just strip it all down because now we feel like, oh, we gonna just speak our minds, but it's getting us nowhere because there's nothing backing that. You gotta put the work in. Talking loud ain't gonna solve nothing. Everybody got a mouth. Where's your work at? Let me see the work though. That's what we want to see, the work ethic. I can hear what you're saying all day, but if you ain't doing the work, then you just talking to me. And by day two, I won't even ask you to show up because I don't need you. I don't care about people talking loud and, oh, I can tell you off and I can tell you what I think and da da da. And you ain't gonna do nothing in the ratchet culture. If I got a problem, I'm gonna beat you up and fight you. Da da da. And these is grown people we talking about. I did all this when I was a kid. As I got older, I tried to learn how to handle my situations differently because situations start to change as you get older. You're held accountable for more things as you get older. You build up more as you get older, so you damn sure don't want to break it down. As you get older, you try to build, so you be a fool as you get older to break it down, and then you crash out over some random person you don't know at a club. Oh, I just gotta prove something, and throw your life away. When you got so much bigger things to do and so much responsibilities and family and people that need you and kids, and you throw that away, that's an immature adult. That adult has not grown up. Because if you don't know how to figure things out other than with an emotional charge, then you need to work on self. You don't need to be around at the clubs yet. You're not ready for that. You don't need to be around people like that. You're not ready for that. You don't need to be dating. You don't need no girlfriend. You're not ready for that. You got to learn how to deal with these different altercations and be comfortable and be all right with it before you can go into these environments and crash out. That's why all y'all doing it, because you haven't understood how to do this yet. You don't know how to do it. You're moving with ego. You're so scared of what people might think. You're so scared of the camera now. Everybody got to try to put on an act. But that's not really how you act. It's not really you. That's what happens when the camera come on. But let me get back into this, man. See what you know what I'm saying? See what goddamn Glitter Boy talking about, and then we gonna speak on a little more. This gonna be a short one. I ain't gonna be in here too long. But shout out to the black activists for providing this video and Black history and photos. I guess that's the channel. They got 2 links and 2 people in there, so shout out to both of them.
Black Wall Street there, destroyed. All because some white woman decided that a black boy in a building was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and she didn't like how he looked, and I'm simplifying that so much, but like, she was just started a whole race riot that destroyed that community. Central Park was built on Seneca, I'm forgetting the other word, but yeah, a black community that was thriving there as well. Had their own post office. Like, when I lived in New York City and I found that out, like, you can see it when you go through the tours and everything, like, what the fuck? Like, you think that it's this beautiful space, and then you find out, oh, just like all of America, it's built on the graves of people who aren't white. I'm astonished. So anyway, and I know this is definitely not at the same level, but
let's talk about it.
All the
when you start
like
talking real, they don't want to hear it.
Buy up all the property, jack up the mortgages, and kick us out, price us out, everything. Like, no, this is the same shit where it's just like they want all the spaces.
Hey, yo, no cap. He was black in his previous life. I swear on everything, he was black, bro. This man got a black soul. Real.
And we have to go start over somewhere else, try to build community somewhere else. And then they get their bachelorette parties together and come into our gay bars, and they're just like, oh my God, can I take a picture of you two? You're so cute. We are not lab animals. We're not in a zoo. We're not cute.
Hey, yo, I'm cracking the fire. Yo, even the gay white people was fed up. They ain't feeling that shit. Yo, boy, like, no, you don't even, yo, that's crazy, dog. That's crazy, man. When you got the white gay mafia coming at you, dog, your own people, that's crazy.
We're tired of your shit, Kelly, Ashley, Sarah Beth. So if they want to move to a fucking little village, let them. Let them. I'm glad for it. See ya. Trash takes itself out.
So they're trying to break ground on a whites-only community in Springfield, Missouri, as
real,
early as this year.
Real talk,
not literally in Springfield, Missouri, but adjacent. And they hope that they can build one of these cities in every state in the union. It's called the Return to the Land Initiative. And if my brain keeps breaking,
hold up, Sam. Hold up. Yo. Return to the land, man. Even the name just sounds just like straight racist. Return to the land. First of all, that's ain't something that should be a slogan for black folk, because we the ones from the original land, which is the motherland, and we all know where that's at. But return to the land. But even though our lineage, our descendants trace back to everybody from Africa, it's people who wasn't born in Africa. Like, I'm not African. My grandmother is Native American because her mom and her dad Native American. My grandfather was from South Carolina. He's black. He's American, but he was born here, and his family was born here. I don't know if it's, once you on the soil, dog, you're not from there. I can't go back to a place I never been, and they don't know me. And then the funny thing is, if you go to Africa, Africans treat you like you're not one of theirs. No way, because you're not. People always saying that, yeah, we would just go back to Africa, things are the fan. You go back to where? I was born here. All my people's here. Everybody I know that I'd rather go out with my folks if it hit the fan than leave and try to protect myself, leave my whole family and everybody here to deal with the smoke. And then I'm out there with people that I don't know they don't rock with us anyway. They might be friendly and, talk to you and stuff like that as a tourist. But if you living out there, you know what I'm saying, it's going to show. You'll eventually start to see it. But they talking about, oh, it's called This Is Our Land. Return to the land. What if black folks had some return to the mothership, and we are everywhere in every state we got our own little spot where nobody can go into. See, it's different when we do it, when the shoe is on the other foot, right? But long as it's white, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? They can steal, kill, rob, deal, whatever, but it's all right because you white. Sign some crybaby punk excuses to just be weak and just, I want to hide. Like, get out of here. Go hide then. Go hide. Go hide.
Return to the land out loud, because there's nothing about white people that screams return to the land. White people can barely go camping
I
without
just said
crying.
that.
I'm trying to understand the
They
whole
can't even
return
stand.
to the land sentiment there, because it sounds.
They can't even stand in the sun too long without any suntan lotion. Man, come on, man. Return to what land? What are you talking about? That's what I just said. It don't even sound like something for y'all. Don't even sound like y'all slogan, dude. You know what I'm saying? Go to the mountains, return to Britain and Europe. You know what I mean? Something, but it's not that. It's anything but that. Anything but how you return to a place that you supposedly from. Y'all say y'all from America. You're not from America. You can't be from somewhere that people was already from when you got here. It's impossible. That's like saying it was God is all eternal, but when you get here and you see God, oh well, you feel me? I'm the God now because you know what I'm saying? Because I just got here. No, no, no. God is God. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You can't change history and culture just because you feel like it, just because you're trying to make things your way. That's the deceiver. That's being the devil. That's being devilish, devil's advocate. You trying to change things to where work out in just your interest. Is everybody else that interest in this too? Because they got more interest than you because they was here before you. So this is really who. That's why when they be, I'll be saying all that rich stuff. I'm like, y'all don't even know my lineage is native. My peoples was here on this land way before there was any white person on this land. Every time I fill out one of them little doctor visit charts and they ask you, you sent, you got to fill that paperwork, job interview, whatever, and ask you who is your race, I always put Native American. I always put Native American. Always, okay? Even though I'm mixed, I do have black, but my bloodline is Native American. But let's see what finish seeing what he talking about.
It's eerily similar to Return the Land or Land Back for indigenous people. And after that Jubilee episode recently with that one white guy saying that white people are Native Americans, and he truly believed it and people clapped for him, I'd like to see them build this white city. But I would like them to not use any inventions made by any person of color or any immigrant.
Right.
Like literally everything.
Right.
Even down to the types of pets that they're allowed to have, actually. Because we don't want any immigrant pets. They have to be from America only. It's just bothersome to me,
Weird,
as
bro.
a person who is white, to see other white people be so fucking stupid. And the fact that they think that they can actually put one in every state. It's mind-boggling to me. At this point, I'm just starting to feel like any person who is not cis, straight, heterosexual, white, or male, it can't be all of those categories. I think we should just leave. Everyone just fucking pick up, give up, and leave. And let them see how horrible it actually would be. This can't be my reality.
They would be crying like babies.
So
Why?
I see
Why
these
do we
posts
do this?
about, somewhere
Terrible.
in bumfuck Arkansas,
I'm telling you.
they're creating.
Y'all, the clip circulating today shows something the American historical record has documented every single time it has been attempted. A group of white Americans in 2026 tried to build a whites-only town. They incorporated, they bought land, they wrote the covenants, they recruited members. And within 18 months, on camera, they are fighting each other over water rights, sewage, electrical wiring, medical care, and food supply. And the specific line most of them are now using is that they need to bring in outside contractors to keep the town from failing.
Wow.
Watch the clip, then come
contractors,
right back. Because what got said in that room is a piece of American racial and economic history the community elders have been warning about since Reconstruction. Before we get into it, hit that like button, hit subscribe, tap the bell. Now let me lay the receipts. Because whites only community that survives is a category that does not exist in American history.
Nope.
And the historical record has 160-year proof. Between approximately 1890 and...
That's what I'm saying. It don't make sense. It's not realistic. When was there ever just a whites only country? Tell me. It never existed. These people, everybody crashing out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody crashing out. There never was just a whites only anything. I don't know how they can claim a whites only this. They tried that in the 60s, segregate. This is color. This is even when y'all did that, y'all still was living in the country with different type of Americans. You was in here with natives. You was in here with African Americans. You was in here with people of color and descent, Asians, all type of people was in this country. You got to make it make sense, man. Y'all being unrealistic and illogical because you basing everything off emotions.
1968, according to Dr. James W. Lowen's 2005 book,
Get out your feelings, man.
At least 10,000 American municipalities operated as sundown towns. Formal or informal whites-only communities that excluded black residents through ordinances, signs, or violence. Lowen's research documented the specific pattern that unfolded in each. Every single one relied, in practice, on the labor of black plumbers, electricians, doctors, cooks, and farm workers imported.
Oh, why they show Chris Rock though? Why they show Chris Rock for that? Maybe he had something. He said something about that. I don't know. Yeah, he got a fact check, but I'm trying to figure out why they showed Chris Rock when they pulled that up. Like what he had to do with that. But that's a fact. Electricians, everything. Y'all want to get into the history, right? We made everything, gang.
Pattern that unfolded in each. Every single one relied, in practice, on the labor of black plumbers, electricians, doctors, cooks, and farm workers imported from outside the town line for the town to function. Not one operated as a genuinely closed white economy. The exclusion was social, the dependence was economic. The gap between the two is what always broke the town. May 3rd, 1948.
Look at the Negro slave wage. Look at that. We didn't even start getting paid till like the early 1900s, and we was getting less than like 1/4. So for every dollar, we probably was making like, the white man would make $1, we would make like 10 cents. The Negro Slave Wage Act of I forgot what year, but it was like early 1900s. Look at that wage. Look at that wage act, and that is insane. And you wonder where the frustration came from, because we built everything, we did everything, got nothing, didn't get paid anything. They stole everything from us, man. And what makes me mad about us is that we just let them do. I would just revolt and went to war because I'd rather be dead than be taken advantage of. You could figure it out without us because we all gone. Now you gonna have, yeah, you have to. You get what I'm saying? That's what it should. Now you ain't got no choice but to work and do it yourself because ain't nobody else here to do it. We not doing it. If we would have just stood on business and stood on that, you kill us all, then what you got? You ain't got nobody to do work. You gonna have to do it yourself. I don't know why we didn't use that logic. You got to do it yourself. But you gonna beat me, whoop me, kill me? Okay, you can't kill all of us because then you ain't got nobody to do the work. It'll be, and then it would have been a couple slaves or workers, people that would have been, oh no, I want to do the work. Oh no, I don't want to die. I don't want to do the. It's a bigger cause. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than you. This is about my respect as a man, just like you a man. Just like, you know what I'm saying, you go to work, you get tired, you know what I'm saying, you want some loving, you got kids, the same as me. It nothing makes you better than me, gang. If anything, it makes you worse, because look what you got to do to maintain this. I could do this without you, but you need me. You needed us. Y'all needed us, gang. Like, legit needed us. Or you wouldn't have what you have today. You wouldn't have half of anything. But I'm gonna just play a little bit more. We ain't gonna watch the whole video. Y'all can watch the. Y'all already know how to do. Y'all can watch the rest of the video. I like to give respect to the content creators because I don't like to be biting on their videos. I just come on here, give my thoughts and opinions on certain topics and videos, and then I'll let y'all watch the rest on their channel. So we're gonna watch a couple more minutes, and then we gonna go ahead and close it out. If I can get this joint to play.
In the case Shelley v. Kramer, the United States Supreme Court ruled that racially restrictive housing covenants were legally unenforceable in state courts. The specific real estate industry that had built its business on those covenants scrambled for the next 20 years to maintain the pattern through blockbusting, redlining, and steering. April 11th, 1968, President Lyndon B. Johnson signed the Fair Housing Act into federal law.
Hold up.
April 11th, 1968, President Lyndon B.
Just wanted to look at the
Johnson
numbers.
signed the Fair Housing Act into federal law, prohibiting discrimination in housing on the basis of race, color, national origin, and religion. The federal legal framework for whites-only communities was closed. Every attempt since then has been an attempt to reopen that legal door. 2022 through 2026, the current wave of what the organizers call ethno-settlement or ancestral community projects, including the Arkansas-based Return to the Land project and several affiliated efforts, have followed the exact same practical arc: purchase land, recruit members, discover within 12 to 18 months that the town needs a licensed electrician who is not available inside the membership. Discover it needs a labor and delivery midwife. Discover it needs a heating and cooling repair specialist. Discover it needs an accountant familiar with the specific state tax code. Discover it needs a pediatric dentist. Discover the town cannot legally exclude the outside contractor.
Yep.
Discover the outside contractor, more often than not, is black or brown or Asian, because those are the demographics that hold the specific rural skilled trade licenses in the region.
Eating an all-white town. Only white people. Ooh. And some people are making videos saying, oh, black people are upset about it. Ah. And the black people are chiming in saying, no, we're not.
No, we not.
We don't give a fuck. If all you racist incels want to start your own town, great. Have fun.
Go ahead.
Do what you got to do.
Do it yourself.
Truth is, a lot of towns in rural South are already mostly white anyway. Those people fucking have been inbreeding for years. They're all a bunch of inbred, incel fucking yokels. Fucking, they're spoon-fed fucking bullshit from Fox News and OAN
Hey,
and
yo.
Newsmax. And
Yo.
they're the fucking ones that fucking keep
I'll
voting
rock with over
Republican,
here.
even though the Republicans are fucking been robbing them blind and fucking them over for fucking decades. How's that working out for you, West Virginia? How's that working out for you, Arkansas? You elected Sarah Huckabee Sanders, fucking, whose only qualification was she can, lie to your face with a straight face.
Yes.
Pathological liar and a fucking grifter and a thief.
Her name is
She's robbing
Huckabee,
you guys
of
blind
course.
too. So please let us know where these towns are. So if we're ever on a road trip, we can make sure to not even stop there for gas.
Right.
Because
ain't
chances
getting
are
no
you
money
don't
from
want to
me.
be there. And I saw a post with somebody making a good point. They've tried this in the past before many times, and the same thing always happens. It's just a fucking cult. All the predators are going to rise to the top, and they're going to start doing terrible things to kids. In about 6 to 10 years, somebody's going to escape and say, yeah, I was a child who grew up there, and my parents and the people of the town abused me.
A bunch of ancestors and all that.
They're just terrible people. Because the people that have that type of mindset do those types of terrible things. And, you look no further than our president. He did terrible things too, and we all know he's on that list. So, whites only towns, yay! Have at it. The master race. If you people think you're superior, then how come only stupid people subscribe to it? The orange fucking monster is living proof that whole theory is just a bunch of bullshit. So, do what you gotta do, white people. And everyone else, have a good day.
And whites.
I think we're gonna stop it there. Man, let me know what y'all think about this video. Leave your comments down in the down below. This is crazy. I heard about this. This ain't the first time I actually heard about the whites only thing. I heard about it a couple months ago, but I ain't really get too deep into it. You know what I mean? So I'm just now like picking it back up. And when it came across again today, I was like, they still going through with this, but it shows all the challenges and things that comes with trying to have your own society. It's a lot more difficult than you thought. You know what I mean? And you need the people from outside to help build your society. I don't think that's gonna work out in a best interest. You know what I mean? If I'm a contractor, right, and I know that I got these group of people that want to build that want to spend this money. If I find out that it's a society, a group of white people that don't want blacks here anyway, and I'm working there, then it says I'm not taking that job. You get what I'm saying? It's like I wouldn't even feel comfortable working. I feel like it's just a paranoia feeling around that something could happen or anything like that, or your society, y'all looking at me and my contractors come out there and work, and we of color, you know what I'm saying? We doing this job, make it just kind of feel like slavery all over again. And I don't think nobody's gonna be comfortable with that. So yeah, just give me thoughts and opinions down below. Stay tuned for the next Crib Talk episode. It's been hot outside, but it's starting to cool up a little bit. I don't know if anybody from the East Coast, if you over here on the East Coast, we had them Canada wildfires, and it been real smoky in the air lately. So I ain't been spending too much time outside. I've been kind of like going back and forth to and from jobs and back in the house, because for some reason it was real bad like 2 days ago. It's calmed down now, but a couple of days ago I had some work and was outside, moving around, and I know it's like, damn, I'm feeling like a little lightheaded, you know what I mean? But it would look real foggy. I'm thinking that it's a fire that went on down the street or something like that, and it's just like spreading. Not knowing it's coming all the way from Canada, it was like smoky everywhere that I was going, and it was like making me lightheaded and stuff like that. So y'all just be careful, man. Y'all stay safe, man. Like I said, put God first. You know what it is. Your boy ChavarSoForreal. Until the next one, gone.